stayed on his feet here, Faris. Watchful. Still got the ball. He's done well, but he's given it away to Irfan. Now Evan Dimas. Got to get back. Singapore. Anis Saput Sagara. Now Shawa. That's an excellent tackle, isn't it, from Anis. He's been a very busy player since his introduction. Another chance here, perhaps. Evan Dimas. Oh, that is a great save, isn't it? From Hassan.
Listen, that should have been it. That should have been 4 for Indonesia. Another incredible save from Hassan. To me, it's been perhaps Singapore's best player in this competition. He's been so consistent.
That looked destined to go in, didn't it? Egi Maulana. Frustrated.
Yeah, it was just that leg across from Iksan. Alfiandra does get the ball, but he goes through the back of Iksan.
They're screaming, aren't they, Singapore?
Yeah, I think Amirul screaming at the referee, saying that I think he was taken down there by Alfiandra. There's a bit of contact off the ball.
Here's Baggett. Now Pratama. To Irfan Jaya.
Oh, wonderful tackle from Amirul, who's done an excellent job since coming on. I mean, imagine being that substitute coming on.
He stepped in well, isn't he?
After 2 red cards, coming into the center of defense and doing the job he has.
100th minute of this game here. Maulana, Egi Maulana. He has had some very good moments like that one there. What a lovely turn that is.
Important touch from Haris, that tackle. He looked for a second like he was going to be left for dead. But he was able to just lunge there, get a bit of contact on the ball.
Egi Maulana. What an impact he's having. Evan Dimas. Header straight from Irfan at Hassan. Here's Pratama Arhan. On onside. Oh, another great save. Irfan Jaya's shot looks to be creeping in at the near post.
Dude's on form. Hassan Sani. Be alert to that. Irfan shaping to shoot like he was going to bend it around towards the far post and then closes his body out.
Wonderful reactions on the man who's turning 38 in a few months' time. Fast approaching a century of caps as well. Hassan Sani done well here. He was trying to let that roll across him, wasn't he, Faris? Another good save from Hassan.
Yeah, I should probably make it clear why I'm calling him Superman. It's because that's what his teammates refer to him as. Another quality save from Hassan Sani. Strong enough punch out here. He's looking for Faris to help him out on the counter attack, and then he's got to bat this one away.
Indonesia relentless at the moment. And Iksan doing his defensive duties. 4-3 in aggregate. Indonesia will go through as it stands to the AFF Suzuki Cup final.
That's well done from Iksan, you know, he's kept his eye on the runner, Asnawi. He's not ball watching. The moment Asnawi's released that, Iksan has tracked the run into the penalty area. And he's poked that one away.
Near post. It will be a goal kick. Singapore not only have to get the goal, but they haven't got time.
Come back off the post, actually, that one.
It's not a bad ball, is it? It goes down rather dramatically there. Irfan, to his credit, is not appealing madly for a penalty. I can tell you there's about a minute and a half, maybe some amount of time here. Singapore, rare foray into the final third. Here's Iksan. Looking for that through ball. Shanan Sulaiman. Shawal Anwar. Didn't work out there.
Yeah, I mean, Singapore still, you know, with these openings and these possibilities. I mean, Shadan's essentially on his own in central midfield. It's like a 4-1-3 for Singapore.
Play continues here. Pratama, lots of space on this left-hand side. And important from Haris Harun, who's having his game of the tournament now. Afriana Devanga, a massive shot. He's been immense at the back today, hasn't he?
He's been excellent, Haris. He's been so much better, I think, his individual performances since he's moved into the centre of defence. Here he is recovering, making that recovery run back into the box. He's played a really big part for Singapore. Haris Harun.
One minute about a time as we come towards the close of this first period of extra time. Singapore trailing Indonesia. Baggett. Look at that. Irfan Jaya bearing down a goal. Another key save. And I think Nazrul perhaps helping the cause as well.
Yeah, late sliding challenge from Nazrul just to try and put Irfan Jaya off as he was setting himself to shoot. But this is wonderful from Hassan again, covering his angles. Look at him, no panic, full of focus, sets himself. Look at how he stays big there, just stands up, waits as long as he possibly can. All that composure and that quality.
We did see the problem there. And they've got their fourth. Egi Maulana, surely now. They've got themselves into the final. A little bit of a mishap at the back perhaps for Singapore.
Well, for the way this Singapore side has fought, the goals that they've conceded here in these two situations in extra time have been very disappointing. A mistake from Hassan, and as I said, he was absolutely outstanding. And then he just gets caught out by Egi at the near post, gets a bit distracted, takes his eye off the ball. And that should be it for Indonesia, really. 15 more minutes to see this one out.
Goals at either end of that first period of extra time have now put Indonesia very, very firmly in the driving seat here. And Singapore have, well, uphill struggle probably doesn't even begin to describe what's going to happen now, but with that second period coming up, for now it's Indonesia 4, Singapore 2. Now, Tatsuma, all he can do is reassure, can't he?
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Tactically, there's nothing else you can do. You just need to keep the confidence going. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get everyone together to say, come on, 15 more minutes. Let's keep going. Forget about what's happened in that first half of extra time. Give everything. You can even see Song Woo-young there shouting, fight, fight. And I mean, these guys have given absolutely everything that they've got. I think we're about to see Tajeli perhaps coming on.
Yep, Singapore's final change. Tajeli Selamat, who can actually play in a number of different roles. Usually he's a right back. Now, will it be Noradam Abdullah? Club teammates, Tajeli Selamat and Noradam Abdullah. So, it will be Tajeli going right back, Nazrul Nazari left back. Singapore try the most improbable of comebacks here. They killed it off, really, that goal right at the start of the first period of at a time, didn't it? Singapore will just have to go for it here. Throw caution to the wind. The game is already lost otherwise. That opened up things as well for Indonesia. Here's Evan Dimas. Egi Maulana in the channel. Here's Tajeli's first touch. That is offside for Shawal Anwar.
Okay, just mistimed this run there, Shawal. It was a really good idea. Great touch as well, as the pass came into him. Not a change for Indonesia here.
Kadek Agung on for this man who's been immense for Indonesia. Alfrianda Devanga has been absolutely brilliant for them.
Hey, listen, the future of Indonesian football looks so good, doesn't it? Alfriandra, 20 years of age. Wonderful quality on the ball, great reading of the game. Can play in a couple of different positions and be effective in those positions.
Kadek Agung, 23-year-old, earning his 9th cap, plays for Bali United. Nazrul Nazari trying to get his way through. Anis. Oh, he's done really well here. Amirul, but he's been dispossessed. And this is where they can get stretched. Hassan alert.
Yeah, good goalkeeping from Hassan. Good starting position that allowed him to help his defense out.
Here's Nazrul. Touch on from Iksan to Faris Ramli. We'll be absolutely desperate to try and get the ball into the back of the net. Iksan! Iksan! First chance of this time period of extra time, but it's straight at Nadio.
They're giving it a good goal, Singapore. The speed that they do have in those areas, just couldn't quite catch it. Iksan with the shot. They're trying. They really are. Get themselves back into this game.
Shawal. Here's Baggett. Indonesia know they can just take their time here. 11 shots on target. Singapore not far away there from Indonesia, despite the assault on that Singapore goal. Here's Witan Sulaiman. He's got Asnawi outside him. It's a poor pass from Witan. One of the few poor ones he's had today.
Different things could have been. You think back to all those key moments. Faris, the penalty that was saved by Nadeo. You wonder what Shin Tae Yong was thinking in those moments.
He's bemused, isn't he? Because he was trying to point at the ball as if Pratama Arhan had got the ball, and that penalty, it looked like it was all over, didn't it? At that point, how this has swung back and forth, but now very much firmly in Indonesia's favour. Singapore need 2 goals to force penalties. Shadan. Lovely work. Gone right over the goalkeeper. Forward, he will be offside. Knocked away by Witan Sulaiman. Now it'll be Indonesia looking to soak up as much time as possible.
Yeah, he's off. Does that count as a deliberate clearance, attempt to clear by the defender though?
Yeah, because otherwise that wouldn't have been offside. Work their way through. Faris doing really well. That's what he's so good at doing. Malcolm Baggett wasn't happy with that decision.
Good work from Faris. A couple of players on him, still manages to find that gap. And these set-piece situations, this is where Singapore can be a threat. His arm pulled back by Alkin Baggett there.
That's a header away by Pratama. Faris. This is where they could get stretched. Irfan Scheming down the middle. Looking for Witan Sulaiman. I could just take his time, wait for that support. That's again another very poor ball from him. Nazrul easily cuts that out. Here's Haris Harun. Shadan. Quick touch football here from Singapore. They look to get the ball up the field. Tajeli. Finds Shaul Anwar. He wanted a better ball than that. Good trap there, wasn't it, from Witan? Indonesia lining up here. Irfan! Somehow he got that away. Hassan Famuz, look at his face.
Yeah, I think he's saying he couldn't see the ball. Hassan, he had to react very late to that. I mean, he couldn't see the shot as it came in.
Another corner for Indonesia. They've had 15 of them now. Taking it short. Here's Egy Maulana. It will be key, you think, in the final. Oh, lovely interchange of passes here. Nazrul Nazari.
Well, here, wonderful work from Kadek. Great defending from Iksan. To come across, crucial interception from Iksan. As Singapore get forward with Faris Ramli.
Well, that was hopeful at best from Faris. Reminds me, Roshan, of the semi-final Thailand-Malaysia in 2018 when Adisak had the ball, had a penalty, and he missed it in the last seconds of the game. Similar situation, and Malaysia went through to the final. Very similar drama.
You know, this competition has got that about it, right?
A lovely work there from Egy Maulana.
Ability to draw out the best from the players in this region. Squeeze every ounce of effort and quality, because we've touched on this, about how big this competition is for these teams, for these players.
Here's Amirul Adli. Singapore seeing a lot more of the ball in this second period of added time. Great work from Iksan. He just looks around because he's also wondering why there's a lack of bookings. He had to go to the referee earlier.
That's a yellow card for Egy. It's a yellow card. Look, 1-2, he's passed him. He wants to exchange jerseys with Iksan. I don't know how Egy's got away with that.
That is the point. Iksan is trying to make that as well. But it's fallen here. Oh, so close. Faris Ramli, of all people, he's absolutely desperate to get on the score sheet.
Shadan putting another one in, and they win the first ball in the set piece here. Just can't quite wrap his foot around it enough to get it on target. He's trying, desperately working to try and make up for a penalty that was saved.
4.5 minutes plus added time for Singapore to get 2 goals. Indonesia can taste it now, can't they? They're almost there. 9 men of Singapore have to throw absolutely everything at this now. Here's Witan Sulaiman. What a threat he's been. Kadek Agung. Find Evan Dimas. Now Shawal. Another ugly taking advanced positions. Faris. Still Faris. Just haven't got the bodies, have they, Russian?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's only got Iksan and Shawal to really hit in those situations. Sharan, that lone man in midfield for Singapore.
Here's Witan. They can take their time now, of course, Indonesia. Pratama Arhan.
Yeah, another wonderful player, a young player. So exciting to watch, Pratama Arhan. Give and go. He's couldn't quite take it in his stride there. I mean, looking around this stadium and what's from a Singaporean fan's perspective, and I think what will be a boost to this Singapore side on the pitch is that people haven't really been leaving early.
I don't see how anyone could. It's been that kind of game. Here's Tajeli. Almost an air resignation now around the stadium. Shadan. Out wide here to Nazrul Nazari. Bit of a short pass. Got away with that one. Haris Harun. It's about the furthest we've seen him up the pitch. He's been caught out here. It's 4 against 2. Well, that could well be another red card. Who knows what's coming next, doesn't he? 3 red cards for Singapore tonight. So who is going to go in goal? It's just...
Amirul was trying to play them offside there, but Nazrul kept going with his run. Played a couple of Indonesian players onside. And yeah, Irfan. Once he gets past Hassan, he knows what's coming. 3 red cards.
Wow, in one game.
Yeah. Yeah, Iksan, it looks like it's going to go in goal. He's going to have to change jersey as well.
Well, they're taking off their star striker and putting him in goal. I do remember once a star striker doing that in the Premier League. It didn't work out so well for him. But he gets justifiable applause here. He apologises to the crowd, but he has been superb for Singapore today, hasn't he? And throughout the tournament.
Yeah, and he's getting applause from from the Indonesian goalkeeper Nadeo as well. A real legend of the game in this part of the world, Hassan Sani, and he's shown exactly why with his performance here, not just tonight, but throughout this competition.
Well, it's just rather odd way to end things. But here, can Iksan try to claim a clean sheet for himself? Kanigaku, and it's a great save by Iksan Funley, who smashes that forward. No one really going to get to that. He smashes it right out.
What a roar as well from the fans.
It's kind of got the fans going again.
It has. Brilliant. Wonderful atmosphere. Listen, this game is going into the affsuzuki classic match ball.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Evan Dimas, Indonesia, looking for one more perhaps. Shadan. And we have just witnessed one of the classic
Indonesia tuh anjir.
In the history of this
Tolong guys,
competition,
jangan lupa di like ya dan di subscribe supaya saya lebih semangat lagi streamingnya, biar kita terus nobar menang tuh anjir. Final
of creating one of the biggest upsets in this competition's history.
Yeah, they certainly can. What an incredible game of football, and I think the fans here can be really so proud of the performance of their team. They've given everything, they fought. Faris Ramli, it's going to take a bit of time for him to get over this. He will feel the weight of it, he'll feel that responsibility. A huge moment, that penalty that was saved by Nadeo. But he can't discount the fight of the Singapore side. Things went against them, and at one point it looked like they were going to end up potentially winning this match. But credit to Indonesia, they make their 6th AFF Cup final. And could this be the generation of Indonesian players who go on and break that duck? 5 finals before this, no title. Can they go on and be the side that creates history for their nation? Congratulations to them.
Yeah, they have been thrilling throughout this competition. Absolutely no doubt scoring yet more goals again. This is really, really good to see. They've come over to commiserate with Faris Ramli. Take a breath. Wherever you are watching this around the world, this has been a spectacular advertisement for Southeast Asian football. The final score here at the National Stadium. It's Indonesia 4, Singapore 2. Delight for the Indonesian fans, of course, as it's final number 6. Singapore, for only the 2nd time in their history, failed to get into the finals in their 6th semi. But boy, had they pushed their opponents all the way. There has absolutely everything in this game. Goals, red cards, contentious decisions, the atmosphere, Russian. You couldn't ask for anything more.
Yeah. Classic. An all-time classic. And the fans are still around in the stadium, waiting to clap off their team.
I must ask you, Russian, though, at the end of all this, and again, you see him, he's inconsolable. You can completely understand that. But it's not on him. When you look at
This is
the talking point here, should never be about the referee.
no, but they do at times have an impact on matches, and that's why I think in the general world of football, VAR was introduced to try and help them out with these decisions, with difficult situations. But I can't keep harping on that. There's no VAR in this edition of the competition. We've just got to go with
What we've got.
and this is how football used to be before VAR, how it is still now in some parts of the world. And listen, it's football. It happens.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of
Smartphone mid-range, rasa flagship.
Bangke, dramatis banget permainan hari ini, cuk. Anjir.
Singapore side. And then they get a rub of the green. Pertama Arhan was offside, but he put that one away.
Yeah.
And then the penalty, Nadeo had to make a huge save. And then they just control things in extra time. And look, I don't think you can say Indonesia don't deserve a place in the final. They absolutely do. They've been such an entertaining side to watch throughout this competition. And I'm excited to see what they do in the final, up against whether it's Thailand or Vietnam. They'll give whoever they're up against a real good fight.
There's a real excitement about this Indonesian side, isn't there? Because they're so young. I don't think people expect them to make it all the way to this final. But they've confounded the critics, Russian. And what they've done is they've taken the game, apart from their game against Vietnam, where they played it brilliantly. They played it brilliantly because they switched so well, didn't they? They've shown to be a very flexible, and Shin Tae Yong is very tactically astute manager, head coach.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen different sides to them in this competition, the tactical flexibility that they've shown. And they got their reward.
Dan the Malaysian.
Now the Singapore players there facing some of their hardcore fans who are now singing the national anthem, as has become customary in recent times. But a word about the crowd tonight, Roshan, because sometimes Singaporean crowds have been criticised as being maybe a bit reserved, a bit quiet, don't always get behind the team a little bit, hold back a bit. But tonight was raw emotion, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic emotion and atmosphere from the crowd. And I think throughout this competition, actually, aside from that small pocket of fans who were booing the team after the Thailand game, I think the fans here in Singapore have stood by their team and have got behind them. Credit to them and credit to the Singapore players for responding to that and giving their country something to be proud of.
Yeah, galvanised them today, didn't it? And that man there, when he scored that free kick, the almost improbable. Can you imagine if Singapore got through with 9? But it wasn't to be. And Indonesia killed it off, didn't he? That man there with the second red card, Irfan.
Listen, they're still being cheered off the pitch here. People have stuck around, and I think players can take heart from that. That this is what the performance has deserved. The fans have stuck around to clap them off. Chants of Singapura ringing out around the stadium.
This was a side that wasn't expected to get this far either. Singapore, they too have confounded their critics. But what a classic we had here between these two sides. And they've given everything. And a word here about Faris Ramli.
There's nothing I need to say about him, really. He'll feel that responsibility. Believe me, as a player, when you got a moment like that, and when you look back at how the game has gone, that they've been knocked out, he'll feel that it was all him. But look, that's football, that's life, it happens, and he's apologizing to the fans now. He's tried his best, he's done his best, he's stepped up, he's taken the responsibility to try and win the game for his team.
Yeah, he's distraught at the moment, Faris Ramli.
He'll be the most disappointed of everyone.
Absolutely. Well, we're finally going to get to the man of the match, and it's been given to Shadan Sulaiman. And a free kick is probably that moment.
You can understand why he's not got a smile on his face, right?
Yeah. Probably rather not get this at the moment. He's... they're done. Barely forcing a smile there, Shadan. You can understand why, but it was all smiles for him not too long ago. Here are those stats, in which, of course, absolutely one-sided and dominated. 33 shots, the most we've had in this competition, and Singapore getting 515s. And almost as many on target.
I'll tell you what, for a side playing with 9 men, that's not too bad at all. Let's remember these stats will be skewed pretty heavily.
We've seen 11-man sides get less.
Exactly.
So that brings us to the end of proceedings here, and we've still got one more semi-final to go. From me, Shazad Haq, Rish Roshan Rai, and the team at the National Stadium. We'll see you again at the same time tomorrow night.